The sound came out of nowhere. A loud crack cut through the night air as the car moved fast down the highway. In the front seat, a 20-year-old college basketball player gripped the wheel. In the back, his friends froze. Another sharp sound followed, then another. The car swerved. Headlights blurred, tires screamed. For one terrifying moment, everything felt out of control. The driver tried to slow down, tried to stay straight, tried to keep everyone safe, but something was very wrong. A dark car sped past them and vanished into the night. Seconds later, their car rolled to a stop after hitting another vehicle. The road fell quiet again, except for horns, shouting, and panic. One of the friends yelled his name. He did not answer. That was the moment everything changed, and no one in that car understood why it happened or who had pulled the trigger. Earlier that night, nothing felt dangerous at all. The young man was a college student and an athlete. Basketball was his dream, and campus was his second home. He had spent the evening with friends, laughing and talking like normal young people do. When it was time to go back to school, they got into the car and started the drive. It was late, but the highway was still busy. Cars passed them on both sides. Music played softly. The road lights flashed by like a steady beat. No one argued. No one felt afraid. They did not know another car was watching them. As they drove, a dark sedan came closer. It moved up beside them, close enough to see its shape, but not close enough to see faces. At first, it seemed normal. Cars pass each other on highways all the time. Then the night exploded. Police would later say shots were fired from the other car. The attack lasted only moments, but the damage was final. The young driver was hit. His friends screamed for help. Other drivers slammed on their brakes. An ambulance rushed him to the hospital. Doctors tried everything they could. Hours later, the news spread across campus and beyond. A student, an athlete, a life cut short on a road he had driven many times before. The university went quiet. Classes were paused. Teammates cried together. Coaches searched for words. A family waited for answers that did not come. Investigators called it a highway shooting. They said the suspect vehicle drove away. No arrest, no clear reason, just questions. Was it road rage? A mistake? A random act? No one knew. What made this even harder was how normal the night had been before it turned deadly. One drive, one road, one moment that could never be taken back. And as police searched for clues and friends tried to understand their loss, one truth became clear. This story did not end on that highway, because someone out there knew what happened, and the silence that followed would only make the mystery deeper. Stay with us. In the next chapter, we go back to where this young life began and trace the moments that led him to that final drive. The phone rang just before sunrise. A police officer stood at the door of a quiet home, holding a name and a time no family ever wants to hear. Inside, a mother and father listened as their world broke apart. Their son, the same boy who once carried a basketball bigger than his hands, was gone. Miles away, the campus woke up to the same shock. Students checked their phones and froze. Messages spread fast. A player, a friend, a classmate, gone. The gym lights stayed off. The locker room sat silent. His jersey hung untouched, like it was still waiting for him to return. No one could understand how a normal drive ended like this. He had grown up loving basketball. As a kid, he practiced in the driveway until it got dark. Coaches remembered him as focused but kind. Teammates said he was the one who lifted others up even when games were hard. College was supposed to be his next big step. He worked hard in class. He showed up to practice early. He talked about the future like it was something solid, something waiting for him. That night, he was just doing what he always did, heading back to campus with friends. No plans for trouble, no reason to think danger was close. The friends in the car survived, but the road stayed with them. They told police how fast everything happened, One moment they were talking, the next, loud pops filled the air. They didn't see a face, didn't hear words, just noise, fear, and confusion. Other drivers on the highway called 911. Some saw the dark sedan speed away. Some heard the shots but couldn't tell where they came from. By the time help arrived, the shooter was gone.
Police searched the area. They checked cameras. They asked for dashcam video. Every small detail mattered. A scratch, a broken light, a car with fresh damage. But days passed. No arrest. As the investigation continued, rumors began to spread online. Some people guessed, others argued. Police warned everyone to stop sharing false stories. They said the truth would come from facts, not fear. Still, one question stayed heavy in the air. Why? There was no known fight, no clear target, just a young man caught in violence that did not seem to belong to him. Vigils were held, candles burned, flowers piled up near the gym. People prayed, coaches spoke about life being fragile, friends promised never to forget him. But grief did not bring answers. Detectives believed someone knew more than they were saying. Someone had been on that highway. Someone had seen the dark car. Someone had stayed silent. And with every quiet day that passed, the pressure grew. Because somewhere out there, the person responsible was still free. And the next piece of this story, the clue that could change everything, was closer than anyone realized. In the next chapter, the investigation takes a sharp turn, and one small detail threatens to break the case wide open. Police motorway. The break came when no one expected it. Late one evening, detectives reviewed hours of highway footage again, frame by frame. Most of it showed nothing new. Cars passing, headlights flashing, normal traffic. Then, for just a few seconds, something stood out. A dark sedan. It moved fast, too fast, and for a moment its windshield caught the light. There was damage, small but clear enough to matter. Police leaned in. This was the first real lead. Investigators shared the update with the public. They asked drivers to check their dash cams. They asked repair shops to report any cars with fresh damage. They reminded everyone that one tip, just one, could change everything. Phones began to ring. Some calls led nowhere. Others helped fill small gaps. Each detail added a piece to the puzzle. Where the car might have entered the highway, where it could have exited, what time it disappeared. Still, the driver's name stayed unknown. Back on campus, the team tried to move forward, but nothing felt normal. Practices were quieter. Games felt heavier. Every time the ball bounced, it reminded them of the teammate who should have been there. His locker stayed empty. His friends spoke about him in the present tense, like he might walk through the door at any moment, but he never did. The pain did not fade. It settled in. His family asked for justice, not anger. They wanted answers, not rumors. They spoke about his smile, his hard work, and his dreams. They reminded people that he was more than a headline. He was a son, a friend, a young man who never made it home. Police promised they would not stop. Weeks passed. The case stayed open. No arrest had been made, but detectives believed they were close. They said the shooter did not vanish into thin air. Cars leave traces. People talk. Guilt has a way of showing itself. Somewhere, a driver knew what happened on that highway. And every night, that road stayed the same. Cars moving, lights flashing, people driving home without thinking twice. Most never knew they were passing the place where a life ended in seconds. This was not just a story about a crime. It was a warning, a reminder that violence can strike without reason, that one moment can change many lives forever, and that justice, even when slow, still matters. As the search continues, one question remains unanswered. Will the truth finally come out?
And will the person responsible face the road they tried to escape? This case is still unfolding, and until justice is served, the story does not truly end.